not less. Different, not less. Kuno.
Imagine you are in a party. There is delicious food to eat. The hall is awesomely decorated. Across the hall, there is a cute girl, and you're wondering, how do I ask her out? In the background, a light music is playing. My heart will go on and on. And suddenly, a young man in the middle starts to sing the song loudly in a weird voice. My heart will go on and on. Suddenly, everyone looks at him and starts laughing. And suddenly, the guy bursts into a tantrum and starts shouting, "Stop laughing! Stop laughing! Stop laughing!" What will your reaction be? You'll hate him, right? This is a person you won't ever want to see again. Good morning, Toastmasters. Today, I'm going to talk to you about one of the most common mental diseases of our time, autism. Autism is a mental disorder in which some parts of the brain do not develop. Specifically, the parts of brain involving social interaction and verbal and non-verbal communication are underdeveloped. What is autism and how do we deal with it? I think I can best tell you through some real-world stories. No one understands autism better than two parents who have seen their child struggle through it. Paige and Ian are two such parents. They always knew that their son was quirky, that something just wasn't right with him. He did not make eye contact. Even by the age of 2, he showed no interest in walking or talking. Yet, when he was diagnosed with autism, it came as a shock to them. They could not even imagine what it must be like to be their son. So once, he was just walking down the road and he hit a person by mistake. And the person is like, "Watch where you're going, you mad person!" And all he could blurt out was, I'm sorry." And everyone around him looked at him with a look of disgust and pity. And that is when Paige and Anne decided they needed to be strong, not for themselves, but for their son. They enrolled him in a special education class, and gradually his eye contact and vocabulary improved. He learned how to calm himself down, how to fight his instincts to deal with society, how to make conversations. His mother is still waiting for the day when he'll come up to her, hug her, and say, "I love you, Mom." She knows such a day might never come, yet she never stopped loving him. And an autistic person thinks very differently from us. For example, what will your first thought be when I say the word church? For most of you, it will be a generic church. But for an autistic person, it is the memories of all churches he has gone to, along with the locations and when he went there. One such person is Temple Grandin. She is an autistic woman who went on to become a world-renowned animal psychologist. She says that an autistic mind does not think in terms of language like you or me. He thinks in terms of pictures, in terms of memories. And that is what enabled her to have such a deep connection with the animal's mind. She says that due to such an elaborate picturization, an autistic mind can be very creative and pay huge attention to details and do things that are very hard for others to do. And that is why she says an autistic mind is different, not less. The world needs all kinds of minds. We think in our daily life that we have achieved equality, and that is in part true. We have come a long way in dealing with discrimination on the basis of race, gender, economy. But we still do not understand mentally different persons. It is very easy to meet an autistic person and come away believing that he is a sociopath and he does not understand or appreciate love. But you will be so wrong. An autistic person is just like us. He appreciates beauty, he likes pizza, he loves having friends. There is no cure for autism yet. We do not even completely understand what causes it. But as it is said, love heals everything. Robert was an autistic person who fell in love with a girl named Emily. Emily recalls that when they first met, Robert could not form a single word, but their love made him stronger. Now, he can blurt out a burst of words when he is happy. She recalls how he proposed to her. She was just sitting idly reading a book when he came up to her and said, and really, I just found the words, and before I forget it, I want to tell you, I have never felt this way about anyone before. I want to marry you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to have your kids because I love you, Emily. I love you. I love you. So, the next time you meet a person with autism, remember that autism is not who he is. It's just a small part of it. He just needs love and care, just like all of us. And a mother of an autistic child said, I thought I had to teach my child about the world, but now I think I need to teach the world about my child. So let's all learn and try to get to know them, to understand them. You never know, maybe we learn something about them, and maybe, just maybe, we learn something about ourselves too. I'd like to end with a short song.
We are amazing each in our own way. We are amazing. Every kid is amazing. We are amazing each in our own way.
And we all are amazing in our own way. Thank you.